Yeah, I would say it's a love-hate relationship. Me and my creativity. Doesn't that sound like a song? A Bob Dylan song? Me and my creativity. It's an addiction. Call it what it is. Treat it like it is. Addicted because we can't get enough of it. Addicted because it really gets inside of us and it can rip us apart. Or we can feel, wow, blessed in the moment. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity, totally uncut. Because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. You ready? I guess so. I got to find the page we're going to be reading from today. Today is the 14th. Yeah. It really is. Let me put my earphones on here. I wanted to do this because I want you to know that when I step into the studio, that it's just an everyday guy. Just an everyday guy that just happens to get the opportunity to do things because he never says no. And when I do say no, I put myself on such a guilt trip. Oh my God. I mean, it's like, and I think the reason why I guilt trip myself, and I'm not alone on this, I know you do too. It's like the second that you say no, you're going to go, well, what are you doing? I thought this was supposed to be a learning experience. I thought you were supposed to grow from the moment and to be a part of. And it's like so it's very difficult for me to say no to things because I want to be able to say, yeah, I did that. And which is that's a very tough place to walk as well. And because it's hard for me to even talk about it, which is the reason why I'm stumbling through this, because, you know, I know what I've done. It's documented, not because of bragging or to be conceited or something like that. It's because I like experiencing things. It's no different than Sir Richard Branson going to the edge of space. You know, you want to say yes to a lot of things, so you can say, yeah, I did it. And the thing is that when you bump into people that you meet or you work with at jobs that you never thought you would ever do because, you know, life changes, there's a pandemic, and you just happen to take on another job because you miss people so much. And people learn things about you, and then they say, is there something you've never done? Because every day I'm with you, I feel like I'm learning a new part of you. And it's like, oh God, it's coming across that I'm being conceited, that I'm bragging. And I'm not. The only thing that I'm truly proud of is that God has given me the strength to be able to say, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. This is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day. And once again, we're reading from July 14th, 2021. Did I say the 13th earlier? Am I in the wrong? Okay. You've got to see this studio. I physically have words written in front of me in this beautiful journal, which oh my God, they are my life. These journals are like a puppy. You except that they're still with me after 27 years. What do you do with the words? What do you do with them? This has haunted me for over a decade. I write every day. Not in one, but several different journals. And I'm 59 now. I know what it's like to step in. I still remember what it was like to step into my grandmother's house after her calling to grow wings became true. At this age, I have moved through so many transformations. I'm not going to say the D word. I'm not going to. It's a transformation. It's growth. It's moving forward. But I've never come across another person's writing. Not from my family. But my wife, she still has poetry from her mother. I have held it in my hand. I have studied it. I have looked at the curves of every letter. I have because I'm a writer. That's what I do with other people's writing. And what is it about the generation before us? They had amazing penmanship. Her poetry isn't 27 years of daily writing. My God. She was Twitter before it became cool. She put it all in very unique understanding in about this many words. It's amazing. What do you do with the words? I still have my spelling book from the first grade. My teacher was Mrs. Knight, Ponderosa, Billings, Montana. To see that kid at 6 years old writing inspires me so much. To see how he was just learning to put the curve into the words. The book that I hand wrote in the 11th grade, Halloween 78, is heavily, heavily protected today because it was written in pencil. Who gets it? When I grow my wings. That's selfish, isn't it, to talk about this? It's horribly selfish. This is why it haunts me. And the reason why is because my wife would like to cremate it with me. All of these books. Which is pretty sad, and here's the reason why. Because somewhere in your world, beyond this microphone, through those speakers, somewhere in that world where you are, out there, there's another me. And I know what it was like to be me, to not have writers around me, to not have people who read books all the time around me. And these books belong to you. Because somebody, somewhere along the line, influenced me to put a writing instrument in my hand and to write. Now, I'm going to give that credit to Julia Cameron from The Artist Way. But before Julia, I was a poet, a songwriter. I may not have journaled, but I wrote. Before Julia, there was that kid in the 2nd grade, Mrs. Keefe's class, that didn't want to pay attention because all he wanted to do was write, put words on a page. And Mrs. Keefe said, "You just keep doing that. I'll be right here with you the entire way. Do not stop writing." What do you do with the words? This has haunted me for over a decade. I'm Arroe, and that's what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day.